It looks like the name of the game in February was Collabs, Collabs, Collabs. Welcome to this month's episode of New Balance Monthly Highlights for the month of February. As usual, I'll be going over the most significant releases that came out during February, as well as everything that was revealed in February that are upcoming for 2022. First, I'm going to talk about two significant general releases that came out during February. Then I'm going to get on to the plethora of collaborations that dropped. First off, we have the Made in UK 1500 in the glow-in-the-dark colorway. This general release 1500 started hitting shelves on multiple retailers including End, and they're also available for retail on newbalance.com right now. This colorway is really cool. I absolutely love glow-in-the-dark on sneakers. I'm really excited that New Balance added glow-in-the-dark to one of their made models, and yeah, this shoe was very fire. I had a very fun time reviewing it, and I'm excited to add these to my collection. And the last significant GR for the month of February is the 574 Classic Pack. This duo of colorways shows the 574 in a slightly new build with very premium materials, and they look excellent. Both of these colorways are really fire. When I get paid next, I'm definitely going to be copying the gray Marblehead colorway. This colorway looks very similar to the Teddy Santis 990 V2 that got leaked out last month. And yeah, the materials look awesome. The colorway looks really fire. That navy colorway looks great as well. I'm not the biggest 574 guy. I know a lot of you guys asked me a lot of questions about the 574. Unfortunately, I can't answer all of them since I'm not the biggest 574 guy, but this pack, I think I'm gonna have to cop at least one colorway from it. Alright, now on to the awesome collaborations that dropped. First, we have Mosh's first ever New Balance collaboration on the 5740. As you could probably tell, this 5740 is heavily inspired by pizza, and Mosh did an excellent job for his first collaboration with New Balance. I think this collaboration is a really fun and wild collaboration. I love the hairy suedes used on these and all the little details like the pizza on the insoles and the lace aglets. Man, he did an excellent job with his collaboration, and I really hope Mosh gets more collaborations with New Balance in the future, and hopefully even some made models. Next up, we have the DTLR Villa collaboration on the 2002R in the Masquerade colorway. This collaboration initially sold out when I first copped them. I managed to get a pair when they initially first sold out, but then like within a week later, they got either a big restock or maybe a bunch of orders got canceled. They're sitting on DTLR store as of right now. I'll put a little correction in case they're not, but if they are still sitting, then in my opinion, it's a really slept on release because this colorway is definitely a more low-key heat type of collaboration, and if you know me, I really love those types of collaborations. I love how it's a mostly dark plain shoe, but you get some awesome pops of neon colors as well as neon laces. I really love the neon lace options. I did mismatched lace options on my pair, and I think this Masquerade collaboration is really fire, and I definitely recommend copping if you have the chance to get them for retail, because I feel like this is going to be a slept on collaboration of 2022. Next up, we have the This Is Never That 860 V2 pack. This Is Never That is a very prolific collaborator with New Balance, and this year they collaborated on the 860 V2. I personally don't really care for the 860 V2, nor do I really care for these two plain colorways, but a lot of people did like them. I know I'm usually in the minority when it comes to just plain shoes. I know they're usually a lot more popular with other people, so this collaboration did sell out. They aren't made in USA or made in UK, but they retailed for an okay price. I think it was like around $150, and yeah, people who got them seem to really like them. The midsole is the same midsole as the 2002R, so it's definitely a really comfortable shoe, and yeah, definitely an interesting collab from This Is Never That. And next up, we have the SNS 991 collaboration. This trio of colorways were inspired by an older SNS collaboration with New Balance on the 577, and all three of these colorways are really fire. The yellow and blue colorway is a very loud and out there colorway. It's gonna be great for the spring and summer season, and I'm excited to get my first ever pair of 991s. I think SNS killed it with this collaboration. And next up, we have a three-way Japanese collaboration between Beams, Akio Hasegawa, and the 990 V5. This 990 V5 looks like it's just the V5, but in the classic Japan colorway, and to an extent, that's what it is, but it's actually a collaboration with Beams and Akio Hasegawa. Unfortunately, this collaboration was ultra limited. It only released in Japan. Apparently, the conversion rate to US dollars, it retailed for $300, and that's crazy. It was really limited. It's a very fire colorway. I wish they just made this a GR, a regular V5 in the Japan colorway. I mean, it's a classic New Balance colorway, and there are some subtle details that indicate that it's a collaboration, like the yellow accents at the top and the insole, but I wish they just made it a GR. Like, I mean, come on. Like, I know they're Japanese brands, and I guess it kind of makes sense for Japan to get the Japan colorway, but I feel like they could have easily made it a GR like they did with the 5740. And the last collaboration to release in February was the highly anticipated JUNO 990 V3 in the green colorway. In classic JUNO fashion, this collaboration was very simple and simply had a special shade of green on the upper in suede, and it had some slightly aged midsole details at the midsole. It was a very clean and simple collaboration, and it was very popular. And thankfully, it's still gonna have a wider global release on March 3rd on New Balance's site and potentially other sites. So just in case you took an L on the initial release on JUNO's website, you still have another chance. And now I'm gonna talk about all of the significant reveals that got revealed in February. So the first reveal of February is that New Balance Made in USA will be getting a new box. The current Made in USA box looks like this, with Made branding and a USA flag in a two-tone gray color at the top, as well as Made in USA branding around the box. But the new box is a much simpler design that's very reminiscent of some of the ALD boxes, with a big New Balance MB logo at the top. It's a two-tone light gray and dark gray colorway with subtle New Balance Made in USA branding spellouts around the box. I'm not too sure how I feel about this new box. I mean, I definitely don't dislike it, but it's definitely gonna be weird going to a new box after being so used to the previous box. I'm not too sure when these boxes will be used. Maybe they'll be used in Teddy's upcoming New Balance 990 pack of shoes, but only time will tell. Speaking of Teddy Santis, it looks like his New Balance Made collection will be releasing sometime during the spring. There's no exact date, and this is more of a rumor, but it's definitely exciting if Teddy's New Balance Made collection gets released soon, because all of these colorways on that card look so fire, and I'm really excited to see what he brings to New Balance. And next up, we have a reveal that Ameliandor will be making 4 991 colorways, and one of them is potentially revealed in one of their spring-summer lookbook pictures. This colorway isn't confirmed to be an Ameliandor collab. It's a little hard to tell, but it could easily be just a general release colorway. I mean, it's definitely a nice colorway, but it'll be interesting if this is one of the 4 Ameliandor 991 collaborations. And next up, as a follow-up to the wildly successful Refined Future pack from last year, we have another 2002R in that same Refined Future pack makeup, but in the Japan colorway. The Japan colorway is an iconic classic New Balance colorway that already sells out no matter what silhouette it's on, but the fact that it's also on the 2002R in the wildly successful Refined Future pack means that this shoe is probably gonna be one of the hottest releases of the year. There's no rumored release date for these yet, but they have been revealed this year, and hopefully they release soon, and hopefully they're not too hard to get. Maybe they'll incorporate the pre-order system. That would be really nice. And lastly, we got a bigger look for the upcoming Joe Freshgoods 9060 collaboration. Joe Freshgoods revealed the back heels of the 9060 collaboration, and it looks like this collaboration is going to be titled Inside Voices. The 9060 is going to be a new silhouette for 2022. It's heavily inspired by 2000s runners and the 990 V5. It's definitely a wild shoe. There are a lot of comparisons of the shoe being compared to elephant feet because of how chunky and bulgy it is, and I can't disagree. It's definitely a wild shoe. It's definitely not going to be for everyone, but I'm excited to see what Joe Freshgood's initial collaboration will look like. So what were your guys' favorite February releases? Did you catch W on all of them, or did you take an L? Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know what you're most excited for in terms of what was revealed this month and last month. Are there any reveals that I missed? Let me know down in the comments. If you want to look back on all the significant GRs and collaborations of 2022, I've left a link to the new significant releases page of the Intelligent site. Basically, this page highlights all of the significant releases for New Balance of 2022 so far. So that's going to do it for this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Follow me on my socials. Check out the Intelligent site for more New Balance content. Check out my Patreon, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.